guys, I hope you're all well and welcome back to another pick a card reading. Today is all about what to expect in 6 months' time, and here we have 4 groups. So if you intuitively go with whichever group you are called to, and then you can look in the description bar and you'll find the timestamp to that reading. Some people may be drawn to more than one, so you can watch both and kind of feel what resonates with you, but that's up to you. But for group 1, we have this one, group 2, group 3 and group 4. So whichever you're drawn to, go with that and that will be your reading for 6 months' time. Hi group number 1 and welcome to your reading. This is all about 6 months from now and you chose the beautiful Celestite. Now this is a really healing crystal. It's so beautiful. It's got nice hues of blue to it and it's very, it's just very healing and very spiritual. So maybe on a bit of a spiritual journey. So let's just see what the cards have to say. So you have temptation, emotional withdrawal, and the waiting game. Guys, so what I see with this is that you're probably going to be going for a time where you're really tempted to go back to old toxic situations or dive into something that isn't in your highest good. It may be because you're feeling very withdrawn and like you don't know what to do. You've been waiting around for stuff and you feel like, oh, is this going to happen? A good thing's going to happen. And you get fed up and you could be really tempted to go into those toxic situations. It could be exes coming back into your life that aren't desirable for you. It could be old situations and old people from your, not old people, but old past friendships, relationships that aren't ideal. But it also could mean you are looking outwardly for things to make you feel better. You could be indulging in more alcohol, indulging in unhealthy foods, unhealthy lifestyle, because you're feeling withdrawn. You feel like you just want to be with just yourself and just kind of forget about how you're feeling because, you know, you feel like things are taking a long time to happen, like good things. But know that when you do have this kind of patient attitude, that things will happen. So, you know, sometimes in life it may be like, oh, it's taken so long, why is this taking so long? Why am I not feeling good? But it's all about the process and it's not always about the destination. So it's probably time to start working on yourself a little bit and bear that in mind. This is obviously not going to happen if you choose it not to happen. But at this moment in time, this is what's going to be happening for you if you don't it's quite good that you're watching this now because you can change the outcome. Because free will is a thing, remember. So 6 months' time, you may be so tempted to go back to certain situations that are not in your highest good because you're not feeling your best. And that's really what it is. Okay, so you got the void. So yeah, I feel that you're going through a time where you're just like, oh, this isn't desirable. And I'm so sorry to be saying this to you guys, but no, this is all part of your journey. And, you know, seeing this now, you can completely change that. Having the void, you're just like feeling a bit like, oh, you're outwardly looking for things that aren't fulfilling you. And this is a reminder for you to stop and turn inward and kind of start working on yourself. Maybe do some personal development. And winter is a time that you go inward and stay in more because obviously it's cold. But this is when you need to embrace it and just kind of go with the flow a little bit and kind of figure out what it is you do want and figure out yourself at this time. So you also got Child of the Cosmos. So the intelligence lies within you. So what this is telling me is that you need to start trusting yourself. You need to go inward and start believing in yourself and not just thinking things are maybe bad right now, so I'm just going to turn to all the past things that don't serve me. You can move forward, but that's all up to you. And yes, there may be a bit of patience involved here and a bit of a waiting game, but know that it doesn't have to always be this way. The temptation and the void and the emotional withdrawal can all be a choice. So you may be withdrawing from situations that may actually be good and diving into situations that may be not so good for you, really. Although they may satisfy you in that moment, they're not sustainable. So be aware of that. Like, you may feel good when you're doing these things that are tempting you, but it's only momentarily, and it may lead to not being able to achieve the things you want in your life because it's not very it's not a positive situation. So you've got to go with the flow. So you've got to go over the flow and feelings. So what I feel that is in 6 months' time, you're going to be going through a time that you're so confused and you're just like stressed. And I know that doesn't sound great, but we can change that. You don't have to, this doesn't have to be the outcome, remember. But this is a reminder for you to go with the flow. And when you go with the flow and just start tapping into your intuition and start listening to yourself instead of these things that are tempting you, and this void you're feeling, you feel like something's missing. But no, that's nothing missing. It's just that you are not connecting with your higher self at this time. So with the feelings card, I feel that you need to tap into your feelings and be honest with yourself. You may not be being honest with yourself, hence why you're going for these things that are tempting you. You may need to just be honest and be real and figure out what you want and how you feel. Write down how you are feeling at this time and how you can move forward with those emotions, because as long as you accept those emotions and as long as you acknowledge them, that's when you can move forward and go with the flow of life. So the angel card that you got is Caressa, and it says, you are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon angels to comfort you and guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. So yeah, this all may be happening because something's ended and you feel that you are confused. This may come out of nowhere, an ending, and you're just like, oh, but know that it's for the highest good and know that it's putting you onto the path that you really should be on. At this time, it may make you feel really vulnerable, and that's why you've got so many feelings and you feel the void and you're emotionally withdrawn and you've got so much temptation around you. But know that when you kind of look at the bigger picture and start to realise that really this is going to be for the highest good, that's when you can move forward. Endings aren't always a bad thing. Although they seem it at first, sometimes it's where we can grow and that's where we can rediscover ourselves and also create a better life for us. Because sometimes we just go with the flow, which is saying like you need to do, but sometimes we just kind of get so comfortable in life that we don't ever realise and stop to look to see if it's really what we want. So I feel that although it may be a difficult time and there may be some patience involved with yourself and those around you and the situation, so no, it's going to sort of do a 180 where you feel really like, but the angels are here to remind you that you have all the answers. You know really this is in your highest interest. So there may be an ending, but no, it's in the highest good. And try not to go to these tempting things. I feel like this is a message for you to just kind of acknowledge this may happen and not dive into the negative energy, because we want to keep that energy high, we want to feel good, and that is super important. The affirmation card you got was, when I lean toward love, I am led. So what this means is when you are tapping it into the more loving energy, you're making yourself feel good. You're finding things that make you feel good, that are good for you, not things that make you feel good in the moment and then you may regret it, or you may then feel bad, or you may feel hungover, or you just feel negative. But when you lean towards love and the vibration of love, do things that make your heart light up and make your soul light up. That's when you can see the path clearer. That's when like all this fogginess will go. So it's really important that you really tap into that and really kind of just go with love right now and start being kind to yourself and loving yourself, because this may be a time where you just feel really like confused and you don't know where to go next. But there's a lot of love around you and a lot of reminders here that although it seems a bit of a bad time, that it's really the path that you are supposed to go down. So the goddess card you got, I cannot say her name. Excel, medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. So what I see of this, guys, although you're going through a tough time, you can heal yourself. You don't need to outwardly look for others to heal you. You can do the work yourself, you can do the inner work, but it's up to you to do that work. You can do it. And yeah, I mean, let's get a self-care card to see how you can help yourself at this time. You actually got alone time, and it makes so much sense. Guys, I feel that at this time you probably are going through something, or you are going through something, and you're outwardly looking for things to distract you, to feel what you really feel. And I think it's really important to go with the flow with how you feel. It's important to spend time with yourself, because you're going to heal yourself. You can heal yourself. You have all the answers within. It's going to lead you to happiness. So although you may be feeling a void, a disappointment, a lack, start thinking of the things you're grateful for within your life. So then you go from the vibration of love, and then more love and energy will come to you. I feel that you just need to spend some time with yourself and kind of connect with who you are again. Instead of, sometimes we can really lose ourselves in certain situations. But in this situation, it's time for you to spend some time alone to figure out what you want and to figure out your next steps. So I think, although it may be a difficult time, it may be a time of reset, and it may be a time where you can actually move forward and start to live the life that you have actually envisioned. So although it may seem difficult, it may be a time in which even your manifestations are coming into play. Everything is kind of working itself out, but even in a weird way. It's like a blessing in disguise is what I feel. But please do not give up on yourself and just go into the temptations and the negative energy. Please do this inner work. It will serve your highest good. Go with the flow and acknowledge your feelings. There may be a time of waiting. It may be a process, but it's going to be a beautiful one. And you may be going through a spiritual awakening with that crystal that you've chosen. You've got some spiritual energy around you. So you may be going through a spiritual awakening, and it may be just that this is how it goes. It's, spiritual awakenings aren't always pretty. And this is kind of saying, well, this is your time. So embrace it. It's a bit of a roller coaster, but it's all down to you how you accept it. So I hope that was helpful. Although it may not seem like the best reading, no, it turns out for the good. The things have to happen in order for the good to come in. And again, you can create the life that you want. And if this isn't what you envision for 6 months' time for yourself, know that you can change it. But I think this is all going to be for your highest good. So don't worry too much. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts. And if you let me know in the future if this kind of is what happened, please do. But I hope you'll have a great day, and I will speak to you soon. Hi group number 2, and welcome to your reading. Today's message is all about what's going to be happening in 6 months' time. Always know you have free will though, so this is what potentially could be happening in this moment of how things are right now. So know you can change it. So seeing this future outcome is kind of all up to you. You chose the rose quartz, all about love, self-love, self-worth, unconditional love, a beautiful crystal. I always think it's always good for everyone to have rose quartz in their life. So let's see what the cards say for 6 months for you right now. Wow, you've got some good cards here, guys. Yay! So you've got the solar plexus chakra, prosperity begins, and victory and success. I feel that you're going to have so much self-worth at this point in time. You're going to really understand what you want, and you're going to make everything happen. You are going to feel abundantly blessed. The seeds that you planted 6 months, now, are coming into fruition, and you're going to feel successful, and the victory is there. You're going to be planting seeds right now, and they're going to blossom. It's all going to grow, and you're going to feel good. So that's amazing. You're just going to kind of come into your own, and just kind of all the hard work is starting to pay off. Well, definitely paying off. Victory and success. You feel really good at this time. All the stuff that you've kind of been wanting to happen is going to start happening and start blooming and growing, and all this beautiful energy is going to flow to you. Like I said, the seeds you've been planting are about to blossom. So you've got the blue flame, and this is about a spontaneous awakening. At this time you may be going through a bit of a spiritual awakening as well, one that you didn't expect. You may have things come to you, or visions come to you, and ideas that actually can move you forward. And this is time, it says integration time. So this is when you can maybe combine that side of yourself and your current life. So perhaps you're just like, oh wow, this is, a spiritual awakening isn't always beautiful, but it may be a time in which you have more ideas and you become more intuitive and you become more kind of at one with yourself. And with that, you're getting all this greatness, but this is happening as well. So, not one thing is always happening at one time. I've pulled 2 cards. What are you going to get? An extra one. Let's see what they say. You got baby steps, and it says action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. So, kind of confirms the previous card. And you got inner earth. You'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. Okay, so what I see here is that you need to take action. This intuition that you've been given, this guidance that you've been given, this spiritual energy that has come to you is a sign. So it's a sign for you to go for it. This may be that, you may have done, in 6 months' time, you're going to do really well, basically. But something else is going to come into your life that you didn't expect. And it's like, oh, this is a pleasant surprise. What's going to be happening? Should I follow this as well? Because I'm doing really well in all this other stuff that I've kind of manifested. Now this other stuff's come up. But it's like, yes, do it before it makes sense. You don't need to be taking the baby steps. You can take action. And although it may be hard, it may be like, oh, like I said, a spiritual awakening's not always easy. And you've got inner earth and it says you'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. So you may be at a time where you're like, one aspect in your life seems absolutely amazing. This other part of your life is like a pleasant surprise, but a bit confusing. And you're like, where do I go with this? But know that you'll get through this and then it will lead you to a greater destiny. So I feel like this is all very positive, a really good read, and I feel like you're going to have a lot come to you, and I feel like you're going to be very abundant and you're going to be able to manifest really easy at this time, so be aware of that. And you got the ask for help card. Okay, so no, you don't have to do all of this alone. Know that if you're doing really well in one aspect of your life, but you still want a bit of guidance or a bit of help and a bit of support, know that you can still get that, whether it be in a career, whether it be in a relationship. You can feel victorious in a career, you can feel victorious in a relationship, or even just personal life, friendships. But sometimes you may need a bit more support than other times. And know that it's okay to ask for help. Know that when you're going for a spiritual journey as well, that you may want some spiritual guidance. You may want a teacher. You may want I'm dropping all the cards. Well, I don't think you want the whole deck, guys. So, shuffling cards when you're quadriplegic is quite difficult. But anyway, ask for help if you need it. And know that you can ask for help from people in your physical world and people in spirit as well, and angels and mermaids and all that greatness. And you've got contentment. That's great. So what I see is that you're feeling really content, but you're a bit confused that all this other stuff's come in, like, oh, well, I was doing really well and feeling really good, and like I've been successful in this thing that I've wanted to happen for so long, and now I'm having a spiritual awakening. I'm like, I was content, but I am still content, but why am I? I'm confused why this feels so natural. And this feels natural to you, that this spiritual awakening is happening. It just feels like a part of your journey, and you're kind of happy with that. You feel content and feel fine, but again, if you're a bit confused at times, you can ask for help. You don't always have to be this person who's like hustling to make things happen on their own. You can ask. So let's see what the angels have to say to you about all of this situation. I feel like this is a really exciting time for you guys, and I feel like it's a time where you're moving so forward with things, like every aspect of your life seems kind of exciting and interesting. So you got Celeste. So it says, a happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. So in 6 months' time, you may have a new career, you may have a new job, you may become, I feel like some of you may be self-employed, you may have a new home, you may be moving home, you may be changing your home life completely. So that's exciting because it's going to be a happy move. But it's a movement forward anyway, guys. So yeah, it could be a career, it could be home, it could even be country. So whatever resonates with you, know it's a positive thing. So if you're thinking about it right now, know that it's a positive thing, and know that it's going to lead you to greatness, and that this new positive energy will help with all the other situations in your life. It's all kind of coming into fruition right now. So you may be looking for somewhere to move to, you may be looking for a new job, and know that's happening. Know it's going to be successful. So let's see what self-care you need to be doing at this time. So for self-care, it says to sing. So what I feel with this, guys, it's like you need to take time to have fun, because you're doing really well in those aspects of your life, and it may be feeling quite serious, but it's important for you to have some fun and go with the flow a little bit with this. So singing is really good for you, really good for your throat chakra, really good to kind of tap into that inner child and embrace, you know, that inner child within you. And you may enjoy singing, you may enjoy just having fun, a bit of karaoke. There's nothing wrong with that. I love it. That's like my ideal thing. But yeah, I think to do some singing, to really like just connect with yourself and have some fun and feel good, raise that energy, because I feel that your energy is really high right now. So to raise it even more, because you're feeling good, this is great. Like, you've got some new beginnings as well. So with the new beginnings, like we said, like maybe feeling like you're going for a spiritual awakening, but I also feel like that new beginnings in our Earth card is really relating to your move, or your career change, or your new home, or just a move in general, a movement forward. So your affirmation card is, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. And it's a beautiful card, so nice. So guys, I feel that you are going to be seeing the world in so much more of a beautiful way. This awakening and this success that you're having and this move is all going to be for the highest good, and you're going to feel good because of it. And you'll start to see the world in a different way. You'll start to see the beauty around you. You'll start to see that there's beauty in everything, and that you'll feel so much more grateful for life, because everything is beautiful. And although, you know, sometimes things may be surprising and like, whoa, this is weird, it's, you know that it's all for your highest good. You know, because you feel content with all of this situation. You just feel like, yes. And that's why you're going to be like enjoying maybe singing and stuff, because you're just feeling good. And I'm just going to pull one more card for you, and I'm going to ask the goddesses to speak out in this situation. You've got Ishtar, and she is all about boundaries. And she says, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So at this time, you may be feeling like you are wanted from all different people, that you are the one that people are coming to maybe just do things with. It may be good things, but sometimes when you are creating this new life for yourself and all these new things are coming in, you may feel a bit busy. I feel like this time you are going to be really busy. So it's time to take some time for yourself and not always just be busy. So when you have some time, you think, do you know what? I would rather just spend some time with just myself and have a bit of free time. Know that it's okay to say no to people if they want you to be with them and give their energy to them. No, it's okay, and it's healthy. And it's not like it doesn't mean that you're a bad friend or a bad person. It just means that you know when to draw the line of just like, I need some me time. So it's important for you to have some me time and just enjoy this process that you're going through. And also, if there's opportunities that you aren't interested in, or there's people that want you for a certain thing, no, you can say no to that. No, you don't have to say yes to everything, every opportunity, because it will work better for your highest good. And also, it kind of just makes other people realise that you can't just be like walked over. Not necessarily that people are trying to do that, they may unintentionally do it, but know that you need to create some boundaries for yourself, and perhaps you will be loving what you're doing, so it's important for you to create boundaries so you're not just like burning yourself out. So I think this is a really good reading. Let me know if it resonates. Let me know in 6 months' time, is this what came into fruition? Let me know anything you want. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reading. This is super positive. I'm so happy for you. I hope you have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Hi, group number 3, and welcome to your reading. You chose Jade Crystal, which is really great for protection and harmony and all those good things. It's such a beautiful stone. It's very, very pure, and I love that. So this is a reading for you in 6 months' time. What's going to be happening for you at this time. Know that if you don't like the outcome of this reading, that you have free will, so you can always change the results. So this is what's happening at this moment in time for you in 6 months' time, if that makes sense. So let's just jump straight in. Okay, so I feel that I'll just read you what the cards are. You have base chakra, destiny, and spiritual union. So at this time, I feel that you're going to be very grounded. You're going to be connecting with Mother Earth. You're going to be connecting with your soul, your spirit, your higher self. And with this, in turn, is going to create a spiritual union. So I feel that someone from your soul tribe, your soul family, is going to come forward. Someone who you're destined to meet is going to come your way. Now, this may be a twin flame, a soulmate, or just a friend who's going to be a soulmate, like part of your soul family. So this is really good vibes. Let's dive a little bit deeper so we can find out a little bit more. But this is really good. I feel that, yeah, in 6 months' time, you're going to have someone come into your life that is destined to be with you, or destined to be in your life if it's just a friend. But you're going to feel grounded, and just, it's going to be a time where you're opening your heart and you feel connected with not only yourself, but with this other person that comes into your life. So you've got the seeds of Mintaka, and it says seeing potential, bringing unconscious to life. So I think with this person that's going to come into your life, that you can see their potential. You may be a bit like, oh, this is a funny feeling, but I haven't felt like this before. But you're going to see it quite crystal clear that this is good vibes, this is good energy, and this is really good for you. You've got another card surrounding water. So I feel this person who comes into your life may be a water sign. You're going to just see things clearer than you've ever seen before. And it's going to kind of make you think, whoa, this person definitely needs to be in my life. And if this is a romantic thing, if this is a twin flame or a soulmate from a romantic level, that you're going to be like, I understand why things didn't work out before. I understand why this person is coming into my life. It makes so much sense. And it says, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. So I feel that you are going to be diving deep with this person. You're going to be able to connect with them in ways that you haven't been able to connect with people before. And if it's a friend, it may be because you just have similar interests, similar vibes, similar energy. And you can have conversations that you can't have with everybody. And it says share your song, and I think that also can mean share your voice, just speak up. But it means that you're able to do that with this person. You're able to just be your complete pure self. And you know, that is actually quite rare to be able to do that. I think sometimes we think we can, but certain people, we may like hide certain parts of ourselves, or we may not be our complete self. But this person, this feels just like I've known you forever, and this is great. So you've got the Truth card and decisions. Okay, so because this card also says bringing unconscious to light, and you've got the Truth card and the Decision card, I feel that you have some decisions to make, and it's time for you to choose wisely. You're going to start understanding what you really want. And with the Truth card and the unconscious, bringing the unconscious to light, I feel that something is going to come out that you're going to be like, okay, this is really what happened. This is what I believe about the situation, and this is where I need to move forward with the situation. And this may be that you have a decision to make within this situation. Maybe you need to understand that maybe you need to make a choice whether this is the person you want to be with, or if you're with someone and you meet someone else, like, is this who I'm supposed to be with? And the truth has come out about someone else, and maybe someone has done something that isn't desirable, and you're like, I'm starting to learn who you really are. But you have this amazing spiritual connection with someone else that you're like a bit confused. So you have some decisions to make, and it's like you're confused, but you haven't seen things clearer before. All of this stuff is coming up. All of the truth is coming forward. And if there's something that you're unsure of, know that the truth will come out. And that could obviously be within so many different scenarios, but that is what I see here. In your life at this time, it just may be a time of choices, and maybe a time of just figuring out what you want, and it's all up to you. You have this destiny, and this is all part of your destiny. This is part of the plan. I'm putting that over there, I can't read it. And the angel card you got is Zana, and it says, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. Yeah. So I feel that something has happened and you are just like, maybe you're not trusting enough because of something that's happened in your past, but know that the truth is all going to come out, and you are so protected right now. And the people that are coming into your life at this time are good, and that your past doesn't equal what's happening in this time. People aren't all the same, although you may have thought, oh, but people are the same, is this an illusion? But know that the truth always comes out in the end, no matter what it is. But know that this other person who's coming to your life is coming to your life for a reason. I've pulled you another angel card. So you've got Akasha, and it says, you are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. So I feel that you are definitely a very spiritual person, and in this time you're just going to be really tapping into that and helping others, and you may be doing that kind of unknowingly, and that may be another decision that you need to make. Maybe you want to go into the realm of helping people more, and you don't know whether to take that leap of faith, but no, that's all up to you. And you know, your destiny is planned. So this person coming into your life is all part of that. This decision you need to make is all part of that. You are protected. The truth will come out. You're just going to see things so much clearer than you have ever done before. And it's just going to make you kind of feel, it's going to kind of make you feel good, because although it seems like a bit like, oh, so confused, know that you're going to start to see the truth. And even if the truth doesn't come out literally, you are going to know the truth. So you got Sekhmet, Goddess card. It says, be strong. You are stronger than you think, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So I feel that maybe you aren't trusting yourself quite as much as you would like, but you know that you can. And this is just a reminder, in this time it's really important for you to remain strong, because there may be just some life choices that need to be made. And I feel that this may be a time of change, a time of, wow, didn't expect this destiny, this spiritual union, these decisions I didn't expect to have to make, but you are strong. So even though you didn't expect to have to make these decisions, you are strong enough to deal with them, because the strength that you can pull from is going to create the happy outcome, like the cards say. Let's see what self-care you need to be doing at this time. So you got the dance card. So I feel like you need to have some fun. You need to dance, and there's like 3 girls on here. So maybe you need to dance with your friends, have some fun, just free flow. Because when you move, you feel good and you raise your energy. So the self-care here is to just tap into that divine feminine and dance and flow and just let your body move, because that's super important. And that could also, like I said, you feel really grounded right now. And I feel like you're really connected with your heart chakra as well. But this may be kind of aligning everything else and make you feel good. And if you're feeling a bit confused, it will help you clear your mind a little bit. Because I feel like you are seeing things clearer than ever, but you perhaps don't necessarily want to, because it's like confusing for you. Because you have decisions to make, and it could be within a career, it could be within a relationship, it could be to do with a friendship. But yeah, I feel like because this spiritual union is coming into place, it may be to do with just either a relationship or a change of career. So the affirmation card you got is, I choose love no matter what. So that is a reminder for you at this time to just always remember you are love, and that you can choose love. And love is the highest vibration, and that's what we should aim for, to be loving beings at all times, and you are going to feel that way. You're just going to have a little bit of like, whoa, this is amazing, but is this really what I want? I don't know. But know that you are just going to know. And when this person comes into your life, you're just going to be like, okay, this is what I've kind of wanted. If you're just looking for some truth, that's going to all come out. Know there's decisions to be made either within that or a career. And just go with the flow of this, like dance it out. Speak to your friends. Know you're not alone. And this is all divinely protected because this is part of your destiny. This is supposed to be happening right now. So whatever it may be for you, I hope it all goes well. I'm excited for you that you're meeting someone from your soul family. That's amazing. And that you're starting to see things clearer. Although you won't be confused. I hope that makes sense. I think sometimes we don't always want to see it as clear as, like, you know, when the truth comes out and stuff. Because sometimes we're like, oh, well, my gut feeling told me that was true, but I didn't want to believe it. But know you're strong, that you can deal with this, whatever it may be. So remember to always choose love. Don't tap into fear because you are protected. And when you tap into love and you dance and you just feel good, that's when more love will come to you. And that's when this person may come in as well. But I think they're going to help you see the light, help you see things in a completely different way. And it's going to kind of shake your world up a little bit, but it's going to be in a good way. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know if it resonates, maybe in 6 months' time, or if you want to leave a comment now about any of this, please do. And I will speak to you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hi group number 4, and welcome to your reading. You chose a beautiful tiger's eye, and this is about all releasing fear and anxiety. It's a very protective stone, so that's worth bearing in mind. Today we are going to be looking at what's going to be happening in 6 months' time from the time you watch this video. This is what's happening right now with the circumstances you have right now. Know that you always have free will, so you can change the outcome. You don't have to think, oh, this is what's happening in 6 months' time. That can all be changed. But this is what is happening from right now that you're watching this video. So let's just jump straight in and see what cards you got. Wow, well, you got accelerated motion, power, and new beginnings to start with. So I feel like you're going to feel very solid, very grounded, very strong, and just like powerful at this time and empowered, and tapping into kind of like your higher self, but also your grounded earthly self. And these new beginnings are going to happen very quick. You're going to feel this way very fast. It's going to be kind of like a woo, overnight kind of thing, that you're going to really step into your power. And when you step into your power, these new beginnings can come. So when you step into your power, which is going to happen at a fast rate at that time, you are just going to start new beginnings. You're going to be like, this is what I want now. I'm going to go for it. I know what I want. I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to believe in myself and move forward. So you're going to be feeling very positive at this time. You got a positivity card. You're going to be feeling really, yeah, I feel this. You're going to be feeling really positive because you're just going to have that empowered energy where you're just like, I know what I want and I'm going to move forward with this. And you've got friendship. So you're going to be having really good times with your friends. You may actually have some new friends coming into your life as well. But you're going to have some really nice times with your friends and really connecting. It's going to make you feel really good. And they're going to support you with kind of this new beginning that you're having and this new empowered you. It's like you've had a reset and it's just made you feel good. And it's just like, it just feels very strong. You're going to be feeling very strong at this time. And that's great. These new beginnings could be around new friendships coming into your life as well, but also could be literally all these things that you desire and that you want in your life, you're going to make happen for yourself because it's all down to you. So you've got trust the timing, and it says trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. You know that with a new beginning, it can be like, oh, I've got these ideas, I've got these new things that I want to do. But know that the divine timing, this is all divinely timed. And perhaps that you're feeling like right now, as you watch this video, perhaps you're feeling a bit like, where am I going to go? I feel a little bit lost, a bit confused. But know that this is all happening in divine timing, and that in 6 months' time, you're going to really be like, okay, now I understand why I needed that time and why I'm going to step into my power at that time, because it's all going to feel good. And it's all going to be kind of the ideas are going to come to you easier. And you've got perspective. So it says none of this matters, zoom out, common ground. So I feel that because some greatness is happening here, and because you're feeling empowered, and because you're feeling like good, positive, and you've got good friendships around you, there may be something that you kind of are looking at like, but that's not right. That's not very good. You may be looking at something that isn't as positive because you are feeling this is maybe too good to be true. All of this, you've been waiting for this. This is kind of now where you want to go, and you're feeling empowered. But sometimes we can look at something small in our life, but that's when we need to expand our vision and be like, look at the bigger picture. And you may be thinking of, there may be someone who's not into the things that you're into, and look at the bigger picture. You have other things in common. We don't all have to be the same, and that's super important to know. And know that even when you trust the timing of your life, know that, have a knowing that things are going to work out. But I feel like this is a very positive reading for you. I feel that you are just going to be, I just think this is a new, it says here, trust the wave you came in on. And I feel like this is a new wave, and it's like this new wave has come in, and you've just like come to the shore, and it's a completely new time. And you're like, wow, this is all so new, but I feel good. And you know, the perspective of that is that you feel good, and that you're feeling positive and great and empowered, and it's new. So when things are new, sometimes again we want things to be happening now. We want to like have these new beginnings to be in the thick of it. You want to be like, yes, I'm doing it. I want it to be happening now. I would say if it's a business, I want this business to be thriving now. But trust the timing and know that you can move forward when you do so. And it's all part of the process. It's all part of your journey. So the angel card you got is Isabella, and it says, yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. So that's amazing. Yay, that's a confirmation card, the new beginnings. So this new beginning is going to be positive, as we already know, but this is extra information to show you that a positive outcome is going to happen. This new venture that you're going down is like and it says it's the right time. And obviously you got to trust the timing. So right now you may be thinking, oh, where am I going? Like, what's happening? But trust this. This is what's supposed to be happening. This is part of your journey, and that's exciting. Oh, so excited for you. 6 months' time is going to be really good for you, and it's going to move quite quick. This is going to be like you've been maybe feeling not so positive and just like, oh, I don't know where I'm going. But when you do get there, you're going to be like, yes. And I think with that perspective card, it's to remember how you have been in the past, that you've been a bit dissatisfied, discontent, uncontent, whatever the word is. But this is going to show you that you are going to be. So use the perspective that, yeah, it may take time for this all to happen properly, but know that it's all part of it. It's all the perspective. You need to have perspective. So the goddess card you got is Ona. I don't know if I've said that right. I'll show you the card in a second. It says, easy does it. It says, there is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. Guys, literally all your cards are about the timing. So stop worrying about timing. It's all going to happen. It's a beautiful card, by the way. You just got to trust the process, trust the timing. Just, although you've got ideas and you're maybe feeling a little bit impatient because you're just like, go, go, go. Don't worry, calm down a little bit. Like, go with the flow a little bit and know that it's fine. It's all good. Now let's see what self-care card you've got for this situation. What self-care do you need to be doing at this time to kind of make yourself feel as good as you can? But I feel like you already do, and I think you're excited. I feel like very excited for you at this time. You just need to have a little bit of understanding that timing. Everything will work out properly when the time is right. Ooh, so you got plan a vacation. amazing. So I think maybe you need to plan a trip, whether it be out of your country or to another country if you can. It would be really wise for you to travel. And I think perhaps that is part of this new beginning. But also you may need to do that just to kind of have some time to just chill a little bit. Like you may need just a week's break just to give yourself a bit more energy and to not put so much pressure on yourself, because you're feeling so good and so driven and determined. That's when sometimes you need just a little bit of like a, okay, well, it's good to hustle, it's good to, me moving forward with this, but maybe you and a friend need to go on a vacation, just have some fun and just be, instead of just being all go all the time. So the affirmation card you got was, I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. So know it's okay to let yourself just relax a little bit. Know it's okay and don't be hard on yourself. Know that when you look through the eyes of love, you can start to see yourself through the eyes of love as well, and you may not be as harsh on yourself. Although I feel like you're so empowered, and it's just like, I just feel this strong, driven energy. But sometimes you perhaps need to go in with that flowing energy. So I feel like you're going to be feeling more masculine at this time. Not that you're masculine or feminine, but you feel more in your masculine at this time, because you're more like grounded. You have this power card, and it's half a lion's face, so it feels that way. But I'm really excited for you. This is going to be a really great time for just all new beginnings, and maybe traveling and connecting with your friends, feeling positive, a new start, and it's all going to happen in like overnight, but you then need to just trust that timing for it to build and grow and become something really special. And as well, if you're going through a time now where you're so like, oh, I don't even know what is going on, trust this time, trust this process. And right now, relax a little bit, because you're going to be busy. But I hope you all have a great day. I hope this helped in some way. Please let me know if it resonates, and let me know in 6 months' time what happens if you want to. Leave me a comment of anything below as well. If there's any videos you'd like to see, let me know. But I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Thanks, guys.